ultimate $1 street food challenge.
It's a little fatty, but in all the right ways.
It's disgustingly good. And I've never ever had tacos de barbacoa. We're on a mission to find breakfast, lunch, and dinner all for $1 or less.
¿Qué tal? Buenos días. ¿Cuánto vale un café?
17 pesos.
Ok, un café y... ¿Cuánto cuestan las piezas de pan? Ok, y una pieza. We're off to an amazing start. 54 cents for a piece of pan dulce. These remanadas are my absolute favorite type of pan dulce. And this does not disappoint. 83 cents for a cup of coffee. It's like a cafe de olla. I was not expecting that. Let's get a nice sweet cinnamon flavor. The piloncillo cinnamon.
That is a great way to start the day.
Now that we're fully caffeinated, let's get some breakfast. ¿Todavía hay de papa y frijol?
Todavía tenemos de
Okay.
frijol y de papa y de pollo y de cebrada de puerco que es lomo.
Ah, ok. Papa, frijol y puerco, por favor.
For breakfast, we have tacos de canasta. These are typically served in a basket. They're also known as sweaty tacos, which I feel like is lost in translation, but actually, no, it's not. They are sweaty. They are steamed tacos that sit all day long. The longer they sit, the better they are. I put salsa on them before trying the salsa, so I don't know what could go wrong. I love tacos de canasta. It's greasy, they're ugly, they're dirty, and I love them. Hola. ¿Qué tiene?
Tamales.
¿Tamales de qué?
Tengo de pollo, rajas con queso, costilla y dulce de fresa.
¿Y cuánto cuestan?
25 cada uno.
A 25, ok. Entonces, quiero un de fresa, ¿me dijiste? Sí. Y también tenemos una tole.
Tabla de avena y champurrado.
Champurrado.
Tengo de 15, 20 y 40.
De 15.
De 15.
Sí.
Baby, you're amazing in every way, every night and day. Oh, baby, you're amazing.
Classic Mexican breakfast. We have champurrado y un tamal. This is a tamal de fresa, strawberry tamal. Tamale if you're speaking English. This is champurrado. It's similar to hot chocolate, but made with cornmeal, so it's a lot thicker. You can almost see how thick it is. So good. So very good. It's piping hot. It's not overwhelmingly chocolatey, sort of more neutral. Perfect pairing with a strawberry tamal. Corny. Very corny. Just like Greg's dad jokes.
My unpopular opinion about Mexican food. Before I say it, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. And then you can unsubscribe if you don't like what I'm about to say. Please don't do that. We have a daughter to feed. Tamales are generally overrated. I know. Hold on, let me explain myself. Tamales made by your tia and your abuelita, not overrated. However, sometimes on the street, out of the back of pickup trucks, I think sometimes they can get a little lazy in their preparation and they're just not as good. Now the absolute best tamal is like the best Mexican food. But sometimes it's hard to find the absolute best tamal. I don't have a Mexican tia, I don't have a Mexican abuelita, so I typically am not getting the best of the best. That said, let's try this strawberry tamal. Okay, I take everything back I just said. That's pretty good.
While it's only 8:45 a.m., we have so much more street food to go, and honestly, I'm already so full. I've had about half this champurrado, only a few bites of the tamal, but I think corn, which is like a Mexican staple in nearly every food, is so incredibly filling. One tamal and one champurrado, you would be good for hours, but we're not good for hours. We're gonna keep this street food party going.
It's torta time. Torta time. Torta time. Whatever. $1.22 for this delicious Mexican sandwich. That sounds kind of weird to say. I feel like tortas are really slept on. Tortas are like, they're like, I don't know, tacos get all the attention. And I feel like tortas deserve more attention. Right? I don't know. Let's find out. I got a torta de pierna. The mayonnaise on here is a great touch. Super simple, super delicious. The jalapeno combined with the mayonnaise, the meat, the bread is kind of like a little bit crunchy, but also a little soggy.
Para mí, un taco dorado. Un taco dorado. Sí, y también una quesadilla de barbacoa. ¿Y para él? Sí. ¿Y para él? Dos dorados. While we wait for our tacos for lunch, here are a few things we found for $1 or less on the way here. Arroz con leche, piping hot.
Agua fresca.
1 Tylenol tablet.
1 cigarette. I've literally never bought a cigarette before. Or put one in my mouth until now.
1 jumbo trash bag. We've lived in Mexico for 6 or 7 years, and I have never ever had tacos de barbacoa. Barbacoa literally translates to barbecue, but the only type of barbecue I know is Texas barbecue. Brisket, mostly. So I'm very curious to know if this is at all the same as good old Texas brisket. Before I add any extra flavors to this, I'm gonna try just the meat. Really, really tender, almost melts in your mouth. Now it's time to decorate these bad boys. Green sauce, red sauce. Greg is more brave than I am. I would like to try it before I hurt myself. Green sauce, spice level, loading, 0. Red salsa, spice level, 12. Here goes nothing. My first ever taco de barbacoa. So flavorful. Completely forgot to dunk this in the consomme. Oh man, it's just dripping with grease, oil, the caldo. That looks good. That's delicious. It's got a crunch of the onion, the tanginess of the lime. The meat is tender and juicy. The salsa, killer good. Whew. Emphasis on the killer.
The only thing bad here, and I mean the only thing, is that this did bust our budget. These were 25 peso tacos, which I believe is $1.22.
Hola, buenos días. ¿Qué tiene aquí? Agua de ¿qué sabores? Perdón. Melón. Maracuyá. ¿Y cuánto cuestan? A 10. Ok. Quiero un de maracuyá.
Agua fresca in a bag. That's how you know this is legit. Maracuya. What is that in English?
Passion fruit.
This doesn't seem practical at all. But it tastes amazing. It's just one of those flavors that I'm sure exists in the United States, but I've only ever had in Mexico. So when I have it, I just immediately think of Mexico. Before we get our very last meal, here are 5 more things you can get for $1 or less in Mexico. 1 bubulubu.
6 eggs.
1 diaper.
1 roll of toilet paper.
1 cup of Fruit Loops. 1 beer. Well, technically this costs a tad over $1. They used to cost 18 pesos, no? Pedimos un orden de al pastor.
Cilantro y cebolla.
Sí, con todo.
Ajá.
Dos gringas.
Ajá. Cilantro y cebolla.
Sí, con todo.
Ajá.
Y un taco de pollo.
Cilantro y cebolla.
No.
La la la, oh la la la, oh baby you're, oh la la la, oh la la la, oh la la la, oh baby you're amazing.
A corn tortilla with cilantro, onions with some habaneros in there, and obviously the main event is the pork that is marinated in adobada and then cooked over a huge skewer, or the trompo as they call it here in Mexico. It is, without a doubt, the most beautiful, and in my opinion, the most delicious taco in all of Mexico. Fun fact, the al pastor actually has Lebanese origins. It's only been in Mexico for like 100 years or so, maybe just over 100 years now.
I have been so looking forward to this moment all stinking day. 23 pesos a taco, or $1.13 for this that I like to call heaven on a plate. Look at that.
Al pastor meat is just hard to beat, and then you combine that with the flavors of the salsa. We've got some onion on there that's got some habanero onions on there. The sweetness, tanginess of the pineapple chunk.
One of the salsa options is this mainly fresh cut onions with teeny tiny pieces of habanero. Typically not that spicy until you get the tiny pieces of habanero. Now I am instantly sweating. For years I've made fun of Greg for how he eats and instantly sweats from eating things too spicy. Now I get it. Now I get it. I have taken a turn to the dark side. There's no going back from here. Whew. That's good. And I'm about to cry.
If you've never had an al pastor, think of it as a Mexican gyro. Gyro. I don't know how to pronounce that. Mexican gyro. And in my opinion, when you take something that's already amazing, like a gyro, and you make it Mexican, you put a Mexican spin on it, automatically makes it better. Beer, good. Micheladas, better. Watermelon, good. Watermelon with tahini, better. Popcorn, good. Popcorn Valentina, better.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner mixed in with a few fun finds, all under $1. What an epic street food adventure. Now, like anywhere else in the world, Mexico is not as cheap as it once was, but it's still just as amazing and delicious as always.
I went a little off script and got gringas, which is al pastor meat. It's basically a quesadilla with al pastor. Is there any difference between this and a quesadilla? They're always with flour tortillas, but sometimes quesadillas have... It's an al pastor taco with quesadilla on a flour tortilla. What? I don't know. I went a little off script and out of budget and got the gringas, but what can I say? I like gringas.